November 1962, a freezing night in the Nevada desert. Inside a highly classified subterranean research facility, 7 of America's most brilliant nuclear and quantum physicists were working on a project so secret it didn't even have a name. It was the height of the Cold War, and whatever they were building had the power to rewrite human history. At exactly 11:42 p.m., the entire facility suffered a catastrophic power failure. For exactly 60 seconds, there was absolute pitch-black silence. When the emergency backup generators kicked in, armed security guards rushed to the main laboratory. The heavy steel door was locked from the inside and the perimeter had been completely sealed. But when they breached the room, the security chief froze. The room was completely empty. All 7 scientists were gone. There were no signs of a struggle, no forced entry, and no blood. Their coats were still draped over the chairs, their coffee mugs were still steaming, and their pens were left resting on half-written equations. When authorities reviewed the security footage from the seconds leading up to the blackout, they discovered something chilling. In the final second before the screen went dark, all 7 scientists stopped working simultaneously, stood up, and stared directly at the ceiling, as if something was looking back at them. The U.S. government immediately classified the event under the highest level of secrecy. To prevent a public panic, a cover story was fabricated claiming the scientists had perished in a tragic, classified plane crash. No bodies were ever recovered. Exactly 30 years later, in 1992, a beachcomber on a remote, windswept coastline in the Scottish Highlands discovered a rusted military-grade metallic cylinder buried in the sand. When British intelligence, MI6, intercepted and opened the container, they found original 1962 Pentagon documents and a single magnetic audio tape. When they played the tape, a voice emerged from the static. It belonged to Dr. Arthur Vance, the lead scientist who had vanished that night in Nevada. His voice was trembling with pure terror. "We succeeded. We opened the door that should have remained locked forever. They are in the room with us now, and they do not belong to our time." The recording cuts off abruptly, but the detail that truly horrified investigators was the forensic report. The fingerprints left on the metal cylinder belonged to Dr. Vance, but they weren't 30 years old. They were completely fresh, as if the box had been placed on that Scottish beach only hours before it was found. To this day, the fate of the Nevada 7 remains one of the most closely guarded secrets of the Cold War. Did they fall victim to a flawless espionage plot? Or did they accidentally tear a hole in the fabric of reality itself? The physical files remain locked deep within the vaults of the Pentagon, stamped with a single word: unresolved.